Hello everyone, and I welcome all of you to Online Study for You, a complete placement solution. This is Pratik Srivastava here, and in this video we are going to solve Accenture question based on the latest pattern. So here we are going to solve cognitive, pseudocode, and coding question. So if you are going to write Accenture examination in upcoming days, then this video will be very helpful. I request all of you to first try this question by yourself and then only you watch the solution. Now let us start with question number 1. So friends, as soon as you see the question, in your mind it should come that what logic might apply here, right? Otherwise you will keep subtracting, you will keep adding, and you will never be able to get the answer, right? So in the classes, friends, I have already told you, if the numbers are becoming bigger and bigger, see, 249 became 500, 500 became 1500, 1500 became 6000, 6000 became 30,000. That means definitely either multiplication or division is happening. There is no chance of addition or subtraction which will make this number so big. So now here if you'll see 247, 249, 501, 1507, 6055, and then 30,171. Basically we have to find out the wrong number in the series. Now let us try to analyze. Friends, 250 into 2 will be what? 500. So definitely there is a multiplication of 2. Then here if you'll see 500 into 3 will be 1500, multiplication of 3. 1500 into 4, 6000. See, this I'm writing for your reference. Otherwise I could have directly told you the logic. Now friends, 247, how can we get 249 in terms of multiplication? Multiply by 1 and then add 2, so it will be 249. In 249 if you'll add 2, then it will become 498, and if you'll add plus 3 it will become 501. So basically if you'll try to see the logic, into 1 plus 2 into 2 plus 3, now you can only tell, sir, next will be into 3 and then plus 4, then into 4 plus 5. So this is the logic which will continue. So 501 into 3, so this will become 1503 plus 4, so this is 1507, and then 1507 into 4 plus 5, so this will become 6028 plus 5, that means 6033. So this is the culprit, right? So here it is 6055. So this is the culprit, and you have to mark the answer as option 5 and then move ahead with the next problem, right? Okay, then select the option that is related to the third term in the same way as the second term is related to the first term. So let us try to analyze what basically is the pattern here. So GFTR, and I will write down here JKAA, and then here we have MVLD. Okay, now friends, see, everywhere you have to use little bit of your mind. So one thing which I could see here, so the first letter of all the four options are different. That means if you find the logic, if you find the logic for the first alphabet itself, then you will be easily able to tell the answer for the this alphabet, right? Okay, now so G, so I have told you G7. So position I have already told you how to remember. So this kind of problems just take on the position 7. And J, EJOT, right? So EJOT, you know, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. In my classes each and everything has been explained, and I have repeated so many times that it will directly hit your mind. So J will be nothing but 10. So this is nothing but plus 3. So here also we need plus 3. M, now M, so M look like this. So the code for M is 13, and 13 plus 3 will be 16. That means princes are 16, or P, if you will, invert, it will become 6. So there are multiple ways to remember. Option 2 will be the correct answer. Don't waste your time finding the alphabets here. Don't waste your time, finding the alphabets here. That is what I am teaching you in the classes, friends. So if you have exams, and if you have not taken the Accenture crash course till now, then this is the opportunity, friends. So here we have also put the mock test. See, reasoning is there. If you go to the content, you can see reasoning videos are there, verbal ability is there, coding questions are there, pseudo codes are there, MS applications are there, Accenture test series, 10 test series has been kept here, so that you will be, and you will be also able to see like the actual interface, how you gets in Accenture, right? So this kind of questions will be there, and you have to solve it. So this will be the interface. You will be able to know your marks. You will be able to know what is your rank among the student has given the test, right? So each and everything. And friends, this our videos, no, it will be more than at least 30 minutes. You see 1 hour and 10 minutes for coding decoding. So don't see the videos, number of videos are less, right? So the if you'll see 56 minutes, 35 minutes, 26, minimum will be 25 to 26 minutes, 55 minutes. And if you'll see syllogism, 1 hour and 50 minutes, right? So every concept has been covered in very much detail. Get it today, the link is in description. And see, the main thing is like getting the logic and how you are going to attempt the question, one question in 1 minute. Now we have 5, we have 26, and then we have 124, and then we have 37 and 342. I know many other students, again, what they will do here, so they will take the difference, 5, 21, all those things they will start doing. But friends, see, as soon as you see the question and when you have practiced more number of questions, see this, this is 7 cube, because I have already told you 1 to 15 cube you remember, and right, and 1 to 35 square you remember. In my every videos I tell you. Now as soon as I see the question, in my mind it is coming this 7 cube minus 1, right? 7 cube is nothing but 343, so this is minus 1. Then this particular 6 square plus 1, right? 6 square will be 36 plus 1. Then this 5 cube minus 1. Okay, then just come back here. So 2 3 4, now here 2 3 4. So this I can write 2 square plus 1. Then I can write 3 cube minus 1. Then this will be 4 square plus 1. So 16 plus 1 will be nothing but 17, right? So getting the logic in the exam is very, very important. And for that, more number of questions you have to practice. So in the Accenture crash course, if you'll see, so in the number series alone, we have solved more than 50 videos, right? So if you'll go and check here, 55 minutes of the video length, okay? And I will just show you. So more than 50 questions we have solved, so that you will get enough practice, right? So 48 questions you can see here. So the practice practice makes him perfect. So that is the reason that courses has been designed. Now, next we have data sufficiency, and all these courses, if you read it for 1 or 2 days, you can aram say clear the Accenture exam. So the question below consists of a questions and 2 statements numbered 1 and 2 given below. You have to decide whether the data provided in the statements are sufficient to answer the question or not. Read both the statements and give answer. Question number 1, how is T related to K? How is T related to K? Now, option 1 you take, statement 1 you take, R sister J. So R sister J has married to T brothers L. T brothers L. Okay, T brothers L. Now, friends, basically what I do here in blood relation. So what I do here in blood relation. So if they're brother and sister, I will give single line. Okay. And if they're husband, wife, I give 2 lines. 2 lines means if J is wife of L, that means L is also husband of J, right? Okay. So R sister J has married T brothers L. L. So many people gets confused. So don't get confused. It is who here, right? And before who we have L. So L, who is the only son of his parents. So L, who is the only son of his parents. So that means it is very, very clear. If L is parents, then T will become son, I mean male. So T will become female, right? Because L is son, male. So T will become female, right? Only one son. Now, from the statement 1, can you tell the relation between T and K? See, in the statement 1, we have only T. There is no K. There is no K, right? Okay, now statement 2. K is the only daughter of L or J. So K is the only daughter. Now statement 2. So K is the only daughter of L and J. Now I'm going to combine this. Okay. So definitely from the statement 2 also, statement 2, T is not given. So definitely I cannot tell the relation. Now I am going to combine S1 and S2. Then how is T related to K? So K father is L and L sister is T. That means your father sister. So your father sister will be what? Your father sister. So your father sister will be what? So in Hindi you will say bua, right? In Hindi you will say bua, you will say fua, and in English for these things you will say aunt. So your father sister will be your aunt. So definitely how is T related to K? So T is aunt of K. That means we need both the statement. So data in both statement 1 and 2 together are necessary to answer the question, right? So this is how you have to solve data sufficiency problem. Now, so this is a question from logical arrangement. So this is a question from logical arrangement. Okay. So arrange the words given below in a meaningful sequence, right? So arrange the words given below in a meaningful sequence. Now, so friends, we have heptagon, we have square, we have hexagon, we have polygon, we have triangle. So triangle will be having three sides. So first triangle will come because triangle has the less number of sides. Then after that, a square is having 4 number of sides. Then will come hexagon, right? Okay, so hexagon is having total 6 sides. So this is triangle is E. Okay, so triangle is E, and a square is B, and hexagon is nothing but C. And after hexagon, we will be having heptagon. So this is 3 sides, 4 sides, 6 sides, 7 sides. So this will be nothing but heptagon will be A. And then polygon. Polygon means you can say n number of sides, right? So polygon will be having nothing but n number of sides. So polygon is nothing but D. So basically EBCAD. EBCAD, option A, EBCAD. So that will be the correct answer, right? Okay, so triangle, square, hexagon, heptagon, and polygon. So this is a logical arrangement. Okay, see, that also has been covered here, you don't worry, right? So each and see classification and arrangement. So here it has been covered. So the the arranging the numbers, so each and everything has been covered, friends. You don't have to worry. Like, so you can see completely based on the latest pattern of the Accenture, we have done all the videos. Now count the number of the given figure. Here most of the people know faces problem. Now count the number of figure in the given squares in the given figure. Now, so friends, I have taught you basically in the classes. So if you have, right, if we have like a matrix where the row and columns are different. Now here, so columns, if you'll see, so columns we have 3, and if you'll see row 3, and if you'll see rows, then rows we have 2. Okay, then I have told you how you have to find the number of a square. So column 3, row 2, 3 into 2 is 6, and then 2 into 1. What you have to do? So 3 you subtract 1, and 2 you subtract 2. So 2 into 1 will be 2. So total number of square will be here 8, right? Okay. Now, but here answer will be slightly different. Okay, answer will be slightly different. It will not be 8, because see, one more square will be formed here. One more square will be formed here. If we can visualize, so this particular square I will just name A, B, C, and D. So this particular square has formed. So 8 plus 1 will be 9, and option 3 will become the correct answer for this particular problem. Okay, so I hope the questions are getting perfectly clear for each and everyone. Now question number 7. So question number 7, all important can be exam and some water are not exam. Now friend, this kind of question many of you will not be aware itself. Okay, so here possibility. So in this particular question, so we have the possibility and also we have the some not cases, right? So there are two things are there. Don't worry, I will try to make you understand, but if your basic is not clear, then definitely you will struggle. Okay, and if you want to check my answer, you can put this question on Google, and Google will tell you that whatever answer I'm going to tell you is correct. Now, some exams are important, right? So some exams are important. Okay, and no important is sand. So there is no relation between important and sand, and some sand are water, right? Okay, now friends, I have always asked you to make a table. Okay, so if if you have attended my classes or previous classes, I have always asked you to make table. So the relation between exam and water is not given, right? Okay, this relation between exam and water is not given. They just told, right? So they just told there is a relation of sand and water, some sand and water, but they did not tell what is the relation between exam and water. Okay, fine. Now, so let us see in the conclusion, they're asking anything about exam and water. Some exam are important, some sand or water, no important is sand. Okay, anyway, now, so next what they are telling, conclusions, right? So some water are not exam. So water exam they're asking, you tell I don't know, because because in the table it is clearly mentioned there is no relation between exam and water. So please do not ask me anything about them, otherwise I will say it is false, right? Friends, if two persons are there, right, and if the relation is not given, they both can be husband wife, they both can be brother sister, they both can be cousins, they both can be friends, they both can be anything, right? Okay, now conclusion, all important can be exam. So what they are telling, all important can be exam. Now, so what I will try to do here, so all the important I will try to bring inside the exam, right? So this is my important, and this I will try to bring it inside exam. Okay, now friends, see, this you can do that, there is no problem at all. Only thing you have to ensure is none of your statements should get violated. Now let us see, some exams are important, yes. So from here you can say all important are exams, and you can say some exams are important, no problem, right? See, I have told you if all A are B, then you can easily say some B are A, right? Okay, so this is not a problem. No important is sand, so no important is sand, that is also perfectly all right. None of the statement we are violating. Some sand are water, some sand are water, so we did not violate any statement, and we are easily able to bring all the important inside the examination. Means all important can be exam, yes, this possibility can happen. So if only conclusion one follows, right? In a simple way you have to solve the syllogism question in the examination. Now question number 8, because of the large number of potholes in road X, reaching airport in time has become difficult. Now what we can conclude from here, that reaching, right, that reaching airport on time, reaching airport on time or in time is a problem now, right? In time is a problem, right? Is a problem, right? Because of potholes. That means reaching on time to airport is very, very important, right? Okay, now, so, and also they are telling because of the large number of potholes in road X, reaching airport in time has become difficult. So it is very, very clear there is no other ways like Y and all. Otherwise, people would have gone by that and they would have easily reached to airport, right? That means there is only one ways are there, and that has lot of potholes, and that is the reason reaching airport has become a headache, become a problem, right? Okay, now assumption, reaching airport in time may not be always necessary. No, if it will not be necessary, then they will not say reaching airport in time has become difficult. So option assumption 1 is not implicit. Then there is no other convenient road to airport. Yes, if there will be a road, right, then they will go by that road and reaching airport will not be difficult. So only assumption 2 is implicit, right? Okay, so I have solved cognitive few problems, and now Ansika ma'am will be solving pseudocode and coding questions. So let us start with pseudocode and coding. And before I go, friends, if you think that video is useful, do share with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are bringing a lot of content for you all. Thank you, and let us start with pseudocode and coding question.
Hi everyone, welcome to Online Study for You, a complete placement solution. Well guys, in this video, we are going to solve some pseudocodes questions asked in Accenture and other companies as well. And then we will be having a look on a coding question that is recently asked in an Accenture exam. Right, so let's start with the video now. But before proceeding further, if you are new to this channel or haven't subscribed this channel till now, then do consider subscribing this channel out, and this only motivates me to make more such content for you and for replacement preparation. So let's start with the video now. So this is the very first question. First of all, let me take the pen. Okay, so here is an integer m and we are storing 0 to it. Then there is an array called p and the size of the array is 5, as you can see from here, and these all are the elements of the array, right? Now there is a condition, if p of 0, these are the indexes, the array index starts from 0 only, so 0 1 2 3 4, right? So it is accessing for 0th index wala element, so the element of 0th index will be, so the condition will be like 1, and this is logical and here. Okay, p of 4, so here we are accessing the 4th element, the 4th index wala element, 0 1 2 3 4, so 4th index wala element is 7. So now here is and, so as these both values are non-zero values, so these are considered as true. Both are true, so this will return us true only. So this is how the condition is true, and we will come into the if part. Now, what we are assigning in M, we are assigning P of 1, means we are assigning 1. Okay, we are assigning 1 in M. Now here's the end of if. Okay, now again there is a condition. If P of 2 means 0. Okay, here we are accessing the tooth index wala element. So this is 0. 0 and P of 3. So this is 1. So 0 and 1 will become false. Okay, this will become false. Now here we will come out of the we will come out of the if part and we will print M. Okay, so M value is 1. So 1 will be printed from here. Okay, so let's move on to the next question now. So the next question is, just a minute. Okay. So this is the code written in C and this is a function. First of all, let's come on to the main function. Okay. So what we are doing in the main function, we are printing, and here we are calling a function by passing arguments 35. Okay. So the control will come onto this function and n value is 35 for now, right? So at the very first iteration, okay, int I equals to 0. So this time I value is 0. So first of all, let it write it down. Okay. Now, while n modulus 10 is not equals to 0. So the what is the value of n? N is 35. So here 35 modulus 10 is not equals to 0. So let's check whether 35 is completely divisible by 10 or not. So 35 is not completely divisible by 10. What it is? It is modulus operator. It will return the remainder when we divide 35 by 10. So when we divide 35 by 10, what we will get as the remainder? We will get 5, right? So 5 is not equals to 0. So the condition is true and we will come into the while loop. So what we are doing in the while loop, we are doing in the while loop here I plus plus. Okay, and assign n minus I. Okay, and here return n. Okay, so n plus 3. Okay, so the value of n is 35 plus 3. 3 is, okay, so this will be 38. So now the updated value of n is 38, and from here I value will be incremented and I is now 1, right? Then from here the control will come again into the while loop condition and it will check for n modulus 10 is not equals to 0. So this time n value is 35 and 35 modulus 10 is not equals to 0. So again the condition will true as the remainder is 8 and 8 is not equals to 0. So we will come into the while loop. Now here what we will do, we will add 3 in n. So 38 plus 3, it will be 41 now, right? And here I value will become incremented and will become 2. Again the control will come here in the while loop condition and it will check whether 41 modulus 10 is not equals to 0. So again when we divide 41 by 10, we will get the remainder as 1. So 1 is not equals to 0. So the condition is true again and we will come into the while loop. Now here n assign n plus 3. So 41 plus 3 will become 44, right? And from here I value will be incremented and it is now 3. Again the control will come into the while loop and it will check 44 divided by 10 is not equals to 0. So this will gives us remainder as 4. So 4 is not equals to 0. So the condition is again true. We will directly jump into the while loop and we will perform the same operation again. So here I am performing. So 44 plus 3 is now 47, right? And I value will be incremented to 4. Now this will run again and this time this is checking for 47 divided by 10 is not equals to 0. So this time the remainder is 7 and 7 is not equals to 0. So the condition is true again. We will directly come into the while loop again and this time n plus 3. So 47 plus 3 will become 50 and I value will become 5, right? Again the control will come into the while loop and it will check whether 50 modulus 10 is not equals to 0. So 50 is completely divided by 10 and it gives us remainder as 0. But here we are checking whether 0 is not equals to 0. So the condition is false this time and the control will come out of the while loop and control will come here, or we can say here n equals to n minus 9. So the last updated value of n was 50. 50 minus I, the last updated value of I was 5. So the answer will be 45 and from here we have to return 45. So this is how 45 will be the correct answer over here. I hope it makes sense and it is clear to you. So let's move on to the coding question. So the coding question, this is asked in Accenture exam recently. So given a string str of lowercase alphabets, okay, so there is a string in lowercase alphabet and the string is str. The task is to find the minimum cost to change the input string in a string that contains only vowels. Okay, so there is a string that contains any alphabet, like it can contain vowel also and it can contain consonants also. Okay, so the task is to convert that mixed string into a string that only contains vowel. Hope you get it. Right, now each consonant is changed to the nearest vowel. Okay, the cost is to define as the absolute difference between the ASCII value of consonant and vowel. So the task is just, you have to change the input string into the string that is contained only vowels, and the vowel should be the nearest vowel to that consonant. Suppose if there is a string A, B, C, D, E. Okay, so here is the explanation. How much cost it will be needed to convert this string in fully vowel string. So how we do that? So let's see the explanation. Here A and E are already the vowels, okay, but B, C and D are consonants. So we have to change B, C and D in the vowels. Now B is nearest to A, so the cost will be, we have to take the difference of ASCII value. So if we are changing B to A, so what we will do? We will be taking a difference of B minus A, the ASCII value of B, and then we have to subtract the ASCII value of A. Why only A? Because B is near to the A, right? This is how the cost will be minimum, right? So the ASCII value of B is 98 and the ASCII value of A is 97. So this is how we can get the difference, and this will be 1. And we have to take the absolute difference, right? Now here, okay, so A is already vowel. We have changed B into vowel. Now this is the chance to change C. Okay, so C is again near to A, so it will be changed by A. So what is the value of C in ASCII? So 99 minus what is the value of A in ASCII? So it is 97. So the cost will be 2. Right, now from here we have to change D, but D is near to the E. E is vowel, but D is near to the E. So we will be subtracting D from E's. Okay, so we will be taking 100 minus 101, right? And we are taking here absolute difference, so this doesn't matter that the resultant is in minus or plus. It will be in plus later on, so it will be 1. So the total cost is 1 plus 2 is 3 plus 1 is 4. So this is how we have to change all the consonants into vowel, but the condition is you have to change the consonant in the nearest vowel, right? I hope you get it. And now let's see the logic of this code. Okay, so the input string str is A, B, C, D, E. Okay, so first of all, what we will do, we will be taking a string called as vowel, and we will store all the vowels. There are 5 vowels in alphabet. Okay, so we will take all the vowels A, E, I, O, U. Okay, so there are 2 strings. One is input string and the other one is our vowel string. Then what we will do, we will be replacing all the characters of input string by all the characters of vowel string one by one. Okay, we will be replacing all the characters of consonant string by all the characters of vowel string one by one. So to do this, we need 2 for loops. Okay, what we will need, here I'm writing 2 loops. Okay, and what we will do, we will be storing all the cost, all the iterations for. In this we have to done lots of iterations. Okay, at least we have to done 5 iterations. Okay, as there are 5 vowels, so we have to do at least 5 iterations, and we will be storing all the cost for each of the 5 iterations in a array. And we don't know that how much should be the size of this array, so we will take a dynamic array, or we can say a vector array. Okay, so we will be storing all the cost in that vector array, and later on we will be storing the minimum cost. each of the minimum cost and the total minimum cost in a separate value. We can call this as answer cost. And let's take a rough idea of this code. So first of all, we will be having this loop will goes up to from I equals to 0 to I is less than str dot size and I plus plus. And in this for loop, what we will doing, j equals to 0, j is less than str dot size, sorry, vowel dot size, and then j plus, right? Or we can directly take it as 5. Okay, so let's come here. And what we will do, first of all, we will create a dynamic array. Suppose I am creating here vector int and I am giving the name as cost. Okay, so this array will having the all of the cost. Okay, so what we will do, first of all, we will be inserting pushback. Okay, to insert an element into the vector array, we use pushback function. Okay, so what we will do, we will be storing it and we will be taking the abstract difference of what? We will be taking the absolute difference of the input string element minus the vowel string element. Okay, I will tell you the proper logic of this. Just let me write the rough code. Okay, and then later on what we will doing, we will be finding the minimum cost, each of the iteration minimum cost. We will be finding the minimum cost of each of the iterations. As in each iteration there will be 5 iterations more. So this is how 5 5 25. So a total 25 iterations will be there, right? So I will be solving all the things. Okay, so just keep watching this video. So we will be finding the minimum cost from the costs array. Okay, because costs array will be holding all the minimum cost, and what will be the minimum cost of all the iterations that will be stored in this, and then later on we have to return this cost. I hope you get the whole logic. Now let's try run according to it. So start with this. Okay, so first of all, the outer loop is for this string and the inner loop is running for vowel string, right? So I value is 0 and we will check I is less than string dot size. So here string size is 5. So 0 is less than 5, so the condition is true. We will come into the for loop and we will start j equals to 0 and j is less than 5, so the condition is again true. We will come here. Now here what we will doing, we will be adding the absolute difference of string of I minus string of vowel of j. That means at the very first iteration what we will doing, this is the first iteration and here string of I means string of 0 minus vowel of 0, right? So string of 0 is a, so a minus a. Now we have to take the ASCII value of it. Okay, you don't need to take the ASCII value manually, it will be done by automatically. 97 minus 97 will be 0. Now from here the control will go here and j value will be incremented and j value is now 1. Here 1 is less than 5, so the condition is true. We will come here again. Now this is all in the first iteration. Okay, so this time we are adding or we are pushing absolute difference of str of 0 because I value is not been updated. Str of 0 minus vowel of 1 because j value has been updated, so we are traversing vowels wala array this time, right? So this will be 97 minus vowel of 1 means e. So what is the ASCII code of e? Just a minute, I lost my cursor. So what is the ASCII code of e? E ASCII code is 101. So what it will be? It will be 3 and 4. So this cost is 4. Now again the j value will be incremented. Now j value is 2. 2 is less than 5, so the condition is true. Here we will come again and we will take the absolute difference of string of I means a only, and here we have been updated j value, so this time we are on I. Okay, we are on I. So a value is 97 and I value is 105. So this will be 8. right? So again the j value will be incremented and j value is now 3. 3 is less than 5, so the condition is true. Again we will come here and we will be adding a minus vowel of j. So this is 3. So 3's position is on O, right? So O. So 97 minus OXI value is 111. Okay, so it will be 14. Now again, the J value will be incremented and J is now 4. So 4 is less than 5, so the condition is true, and B will be adding 97 minus U, right? So U value is 117. So this will be 20. So this again the j value will be incremented and it is now 5. 5 is less than 5, so the condition is false here. So control will go here at the outer for loop. Now I value is incremented and I value is now 2. 2 is less than 5, so the condition is true. So from here the second iteration will start for the value of I. Now I is equals to 2 and we have to repeat the same process for all the values of j. So we can conclude that, first of all, just let me make some space. I will tell you in easy way. Okay, so we can say that at the very first iteration, what we are doing, we are subtracting the whole vowel string from A only. Okay, so first of all, we will be subtracting A minus A, then we will be subtracting A minus E, then we will be subtracting A minus I, then we will be subtracting A minus O, then we will be subtracting A minus U. And this is how the whole first iteration will be done. Now, at the second iteration, what we are doing, now I value is on also B. So here we are, so first of all, we will be subtract A, then we will be subtracting E, then we will be subtracting I, then we will be subtracting O, then we will be subtracting Q. Now, at the third iteration, we will do same again, but the value of I will change and it will be now on 3. So C minus A, C minus E, C minus I, C minus O, C minus U, right? And at the fourth iteration, D minus A, D minus E, D minus I, D minus O, D minus U. And at the fifth iteration, so what it will be? It will be E minus A, E minus I, E minus O, E minus U, A E I, A E I U. Okay, so here E also, right? Now, if we take the difference of these all values, so it will be 97 minus 97, 97 minus 101, 97 minus, what is the I value? 105, 97 minus 117, sorry, 111, and 97 minus 117. Okay, so we will take the difference. So the difference is 0, and here the difference is 4, here the difference is 8, and here the difference is 3 and 14, and here 20. So what is the minimum difference over there? So minimum is 40, sorry, 0. So from here we got 0. Okay, and now let's sum it here. B is 98 minus 97, so it will be 1, and 98 minus E value is 101, so what we will get? 3. So 98 minus 1 I, so 105, so what we will get? 7. And from here 98 minus 111, so what we will get? We will get 13. And from 98 minus 117, so what we will get? 19. So over there the minimum cost is 1, so from here we got 1. Okay, so we are adding here. Okay, we are taking each of the minimum cost. For C also, C value is, just a minute, C value is 99. So 99 minus 97, 2. Now 99 minus 101. So what it is? 100, and so it will also be 2. Now 99 minus I value is 105. So it is 6. 99 minus 111. So what it will? It will be 12. 99 minus 117. So it will be 8. So from here, as we can see, that 2 is minimum, so we will take 2 also. Right? Now again. Now let's check for D. 100 minus 97, 3. Now 100 minus 101, 1. 100 minus 105, right? So it will be 5. Now it will also be more. So the least value is 1. So we will take 1. Okay, so again from here what we have to do is 101 minus 97. So what it is? 4. And it will be 0, right? E minus E will 0. So from here we can take 0. Okay, so from here we will take 0. So 1 plus 2 is 3 plus 1 is 4 plus 0 is 4. So this is how we can got our answer. So so what is the conclusion here is that we have to we have to do all the iterations for each of the value of I and j, and then from each of the iterations we have to find out the minimum cost, and then we will be storing all the minimum cost of each of the iteration in a vector array, and from that vector array we will have to find out the minimum element, simply we can say, and we will be storing it in an answer, or we can say cost, and this will be the answer over here. So let's code it, guys. Okay, so first of all we have already added the all necessary files. Okay, and here we are using them standard. I used to code in C++. This is why I use C++ language here. So here we are passing input array as A, B, C, D, E, and what we have to print is what is the minimum cost of converting each of the consonant into the nearest vowel. So here we are passing our string. The whole functioning is in this function only. So first of all we will be taking an array of vowel only. So this is the string, and initially we will mark our cost as 0. Okay, now we have to run the for loop, and here we are taking the vector array to store the all minimum costs. Okay, and here is the second array for traversing over the vowel array, and here we are doing the same thing. We are taking the absolute difference of first array element minus the second array element. So this is how we can convert this, and at the very last we are doing cost assign. This means cost equals to cost plus the minimum element. So what is this function do? This function is the built-in function, and it will return the minimum element in the vector array. What was the vector array? Our vector array was containing all the minimum values or all the minimum cost of each of the iteration. So whatever will be the minimum, that it will be written by this built-in function. Okay, so this is how we can code it. So yeah, I hope it makes sense and it's clear to you. So this is all for today from my side. So we will meet in the next video. Till then, bye bye and take care.